Hey everyone, this is Domna Mara, and today I want to talk about modern dungeons. This is kind of a special episode, I suppose, because it's something that I would like to convert into a series based on how much I travel in the future and if I could get other mistresses to collaborate on this. So basically, I am starting this project to promote dungeons that shy away from the red room that the 50 Shades of Grey series established in media and today's society as BDSM play room. It's the typical, red walls with black leather furniture, and there's no sense of design. It's just kind of utilitarian, and that's totally okay if that is your style, but I kind of want to celebrate, the doms and mistresses and just kinky owners that have transformed their space into something that is unique to them, that shows their individuality, their style, and their taste, and kind of celebrates the modern world and uses different color schemes, maybe has custom furniture or equipment or tools and implements that have their name on it that kind of go with the theme of their space. So today I want to feature 3 spaces. One of them you might have seen already through some of my photos, and that is Dungeon East. It's very well known for its all-white New York loft look in downtown LA. And it is owned by Mistress Justine Cross. She has a sister dungeon, Dungeon West, that is more of the red and black theme people are accustomed to. But Dungeon East is very unique because everything is white, from furniture to bed sheets to equipment hanging on the walls, and there are black elements to it as well. If you take a look at the vanity area, that is all clean and white. It is famous for the Yes Mistress sign that hangs above the dresser area that has the sound that you can plug into when you play and you come in, or when she hosts events there. And the Yes Mistress sign lights up, which is pretty cool. And it faces a mirror and a whole wall dedicated to a cross or a cage. All of these things are mobile, so that's really awesome. I love dungeon spaces that are open like this, that you can shift your equipment depending on how you want to play that day. Check out Dungeon East's website. They feature all the events they have throughout the year. They have open houses, typically beginning of the year, that I try to help host booths that represent spanking or something really elementary, so that people who are new, who are interested in BDSM, or who are interested in renting the space for their own personal play can experience that with a professional. She also hosts a bunch of classes, stuff from 101 to rope tying and sharing, and hosts her own personal private parties there, so check that out. The next dungeon space that I would like to feature is Moth to Flame Studios. This is owned by a male Kinkster who has been in the scene for many years. He started out in New York City and has transplanted here in Los Angeles as well. He also has 2 rooms that kind of coincide with white and blue elements, and the other one is red and gold. A very beautiful space in which I've filmed many of my clips at and done many sessions in. It is based in Little Tokyo. The owner also hosts some parties here, ranging from EDM dance parties to kinky newbie parties that are monthly. So I'm going to give a little bit of a tour of the elements of the white room, which is the one that I use often, and then you can see clips of the red room here. I think it's really cool that both of them have oriental rugs. They have some sort of a low bench. One of them, the white room, has a cage with a hole through it. Both of them have crosses. Speaking of holes, the red room has a seat that one can put their head in a little box. The dom would have their butt over the hole. Both of them are extremely spacious and have thrones. One of them has an upright vertical cage. The other one is horizontal. The red room has a horse, where the white room has a vertical wall dedicated for hard points all around it, so you can tie somebody to that. The rest of the space is kind of a kink B&B. The whole second floor is pretty much free-for-all, and there's a bed, there's a sofa lounge area, there's a full kitchen, full bathroom with a bathtub in it, great for water fun, and there's even a rooftop that opens out and has a nice view of downtown LA. So that's the second one. And the third one is actually a space in Denver.
Mistress Nikki has built Denver Chamber, which is located northwest, about 30 minutes from the airport and 7 miles from the heart of downtown. Building this dungeon was probably one of the hardest things she's ever had to do. Every dominatrix has a dream of having their second home where they can play and not have to deal with separation from their personal bedroom space and an area where submissives, fetishists, and slaves can come and go per their appointments. Mistress Nikki found a warehouse that has ceilings high enough to install her equipment, and her space is a lot more discreet. She opened this dungeon in January of 2019, and she is the sole owner and operator. The design of the space is mainly gray walls and a black floor because she likes to have a dark and neutral space, but this is great for setting up colored lighting, which can change the appearance to whatever her mood is. A majority of the decor actually came from her own house, along with the art, as you know, it's an extension of her general style. But she wanted to sway away from the red and black look that she felt was so popular. So she decided to go with accent walls that are burgundy on the front wall and then a purple wall for the back wall. It was a little bit more unique. And she also went with the furniture that she already had, where a client built her a mahogany cross, chair, and matching spanking bench. As a dominatrix's style evolves over time, her furniture will also probably upgrade in the future. The entire space is kink-friendly. All of the furniture is intended for bondage with tie points. Anything that is not bondage appropriate is for worship only. For example, velvet chairs. Her favorite feature of the dungeon is the bondage cage, where the wench is remote controlled to go up or down, and Mistress Nikki welded it herself. That is extremely impressive. The hardest thing for her was painting the walls and the floor. It was a very long process. The previous owners rented it for automotive purposes, and so it was very dirty, covered with oil, and she had to actually grind out portions of the floor that had carpet glued onto the concrete. The floor paint was extremely toxic and took a whole week to dry before even doing a second coat. So if you are in Denver, say hello to Mistress Nikki. She offers sessions, and also contact her through her email to see if you can rent her space.
I'm leaving all of the links below. She has put a lot of work and effort into her space. It is colorful yet cozy. There's a home type of element to it because it is her second home. So this is all I have for today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it if you would like to see more of it and to get other people to be educated about modern dungeons. If you had mistresses or dominants or no kinksters that would be open to sharing their work and their transformed spaces that they hold sacred to play in, and if they are offering them for rentals, comment below. You can also link this video to them to share it with them and have them contact me directly. This is my email address, and I have a bunch of the interview questions that they can answer from there. Like I mentioned, if I am able to tour, I would love to go and visit some of these spaces live so that you guys can see and I can actually host proper interviews at the time with the owner there. But for now, subscribe and comment below which one you would love to play in. Follow my Instagram and my Twitter pages. Here are also my other videos that you can check out that have photos or videos in some of these spaces. And until next time, be safe, have fun, and keep it kinky, everybody.